Both the Access and Excel application versions of the calculator provide tools for deleting or exporting datasets or reports saved in the calculator. You can export sets of service, financial, and operational data from steps 1 through 3. In Access, click on the Export Data button in the Database Management section on the navigation menu. Then select either Export Cost Entries or Export Service and Operating Data to save a new Excel workbook file with that data. In Excel, navigate to a given tab and then click the Export icon near the top left to save a PDF file of the dataset you're viewing. Additionally, you can export PDF reports or Excel workbooks of the cost allocation results and operations data, as discussed in the previous videos. There are multiple options to delete data saved in the calculator applications. In Access, click on the Delete Data Batches button in the Database Management section on the navigation menu. Then you can select from several groups of data to delete from the application, including service areas, service data, financial data, operations data, sponsors, sponsored services data, and historical results data. Be sure to read the descriptions for what you are choosing to delete. Clicking one of these buttons will be followed by a prompt confirming the action to delete the data. You can also delete individual records in steps 1 through 3 using the red trash can buttons, or delete and manage reference data names such as service area, funding source, or sponsor names from the Reference Data button on the navigation menu. In Excel, datasets can be deleted under each of the step 1, 2, 3, or 4 tabs. Navigate to one of these tabs from the navigation menu, then click on the trash can button towards the top left to delete all data shown on the tab page. You will be prompted to confirm the action to delete data. To use the calculator across multiple fiscal years, there are tools to reset the application for a new fiscal year in both the Access and Excel versions. The Reset Data for a New Year button on the navigation menu clears all financial and operational data in steps 2 and 3, the results data in step 4 in the case of Excel, and the active fiscal year label. Clicking this button will maintain the service characteristics data saved in step 1, allowing you to use the same set of routes or services for the new fiscal year without starting from scratch. Both calculator versions have additional helpful resources on definitions and terms embedded or linked within the applications. In Access, click on the Calculator Helps button to find links to the glossary, expense codes list, and hyperlink to the National RTAP Cost Allocation Calculator webpage. In Excel, click the button with the stack of books on the navigation menu to be navigated to the Glossary tab. If you have questions on the detailed process used to run the cost allocation steps in the calculator, there are 3 process flowcharts available within the applications. These flowcharts are meant to show the steps used by the calculator to make allocations to routes or services, make sub-allocations to local sponsors, and separately allocate shared versus specialized cost. In Access, click on the Calculator Flowcharts button from the menu, or in Excel, click on the gray Process Chart button to navigate to the flowcharts. Flowchart 1 shows the process of how financial data is separated into cost pools for variable or fixed cost, then allocated based on vehicle hours or miles data. Flowchart 2 shows the process for sub-allocating the total cost data for a sponsored service to local sponsors, using cost pools with passenger hours and miles data to determine the total cost per sponsor. Flowchart 3 goes into further detail from Flowchart 1 to show how shared and specialized costs are separated from the 5 cost pools in order to assign costs specifically applicable to each route or service. The flowcharts can be printed or downloaded from the applications, or are separately available with other instructional materials for the calculator. At the National RTAP website, you can find other materials which provide assistance on how to use the calculator. The instruction manual is available as a PDF download and goes into detail on every tab, page, or button within the Access or Excel versions of the application. To learn more about cost allocation principles, download the Advanced Topics in Financial Management for Rural Transit Providers resource from the website and visit the chapter on service-based cost allocation. The Cost Allocation Calculator support page also includes recordings and PowerPoints from the most recent National RTAP webinars about the Cost Allocation Calculator, along with links to this video series. If you need additional help on the calculator, please reach out to National RTAP staff.